The Renault Scenic has been a hugely popular family MPV since its introduction in 1996. In fact, it won our 1997 What Car of the Year award. Renault has now readied its 4th generation model of the car. It has a design-focused exterior and a technology-filled interior, including a touchscreen. We're here to see what our readers will think.
I think the old one looks quite dated when you look at it in comparison to the new one.
I really love the new styling. I like the move towards the SUV style. I also like the swoopy style over the side of the car.
I quite like the two colours, the fact that the roof's a different colour. I think it looks quite kind of modern, kind of quite fresh. The feature I like the most is probably the nice big wheels.
And I'm told that the tyres, because they're standard across the whole range, will actually not be as expensive as they look, so that sounds good.
The panoramic roof is great. Obviously brings a lot of light into the car when you're sitting in there. That's a really nice feature. I do really like the headlights and the big wheels.
It's a nice space to sit in. You feel cocooned in the car, but not confined.
It's still quite spacious inside, so it is clearly a kind of people carrier-esque car.
I was excited by the being able to get a massage from my seat. That's not the sort of feature that you necessarily expect from a car in this kind of category, I think. I'd expect that to be in a much more of a luxury vehicle.
Boot space for a 5-seat MPV is good.
When you've got a 2-year-old, they come with quite a lot of stuff. It would make a huge difference to our life because we're kind of crammed into our current vehicle.
The automatic folding seats are a really useful feature. It makes it so much easier.
They were saying that you can even do that from the driver's seat.
Still have to fold them up by hand, but
not having to go and wrangle with a seat to get it to come down is really, really handy.
We've got a C4 Grand Picasso, previous model. This one, obviously being a 5-seater, it does have reasonable space, but it's not as much as I need.
There is a lot of headroom in the Grand Scenic and the Scenic currently, and it feels like some of that's gone a little bit, which it's not a deal breaker, but it's a bit of a shame.
I did sit in the back. The back felt better. There's certainly enough room for an adult to sit there. The footroom could be slightly better, perhaps.
It's a little bit surprising that they've gone for having kind of 2 seats rather than 3. Downside is there's a little bit less flexibility. Sometimes when we've got all 3 kids in the back, we have them at kind of different levels, or if there's thinking about the Grand Scenic, which I guess will be spawned from this, when we're using the last row, again it gives us, we can adjust the amount of leg room.
I really like the touchscreen display in the middle. The amount of technology that's included on this car is quite amazing.
Our Grand Scenic's got probably quite a lot of features in its nav system, but it uses a rotary control in the middle. Obviously that's much more fiddly. So the fact that you've got this lovely big touchscreen is really, really nice, and obviously encourages you to want to use it and that kind of thing.
This makes me sound really sad, but I think that the USB charging ports are the most exciting feature on the car. The number of times I've been caught short, not being able to use my phone, or having a crying child in the back who wants the iPad switched back on is are numerous. I think they'd be really, really helpful.
It looks like they've kind of looked at the old car and thought there are some bits which we do need to improve and make a bit more sturdy and a bit more kind of user-friendly. So it is good to see that they're thinking those things through.
The new Renault Scenic should arrive in showrooms around November time. We expect it to cost from around £21,000, but pricing and specification hasn't yet been announced. We'll be getting more information and updates, so check back at our website, whatcar.com.